At Adirondack, New York, the first race of the year in May 18th. Ron Pellerin will lead the field to the green. He leads the first few laps, however, soon after that he would get passed by the number 50 of Gary Campbell on lap number 8. Campbell would not look back. The first incident of the race, of course, was Michael Kingston getting sent into the wall 9 laps in, and then another incident as Darrell Light gets into the number 16 of Fred McGuire, sends him around, then Hank Farmer gets involved, then the number 88 of Jeff Fry gets sent off the track as well. But even then, Gary Campbell would simply have no opposition and would end the first race of the year for the American Professional Racing Series in the lead as he takes the white flag. He hangs on to the first position as he laps the damaged 000 of Darrell Light, comes upon turns 3 and 4 to win the first race of the year for Lure Motorsports, and Gary Campbell wins the first race of the 1991 season. But now we are here in Thompson, Connecticut for the second race of the year for the American Professional Racing Series. 100 laps in this 0.625 mile facility. Of course, 65 degrees Fahrenheit, the winds are pointing to the south, the skies are a bit cloudy, but we are ready for a very exciting race. Let's go trackside as Gary Campbell bounces off of his win with the lead as he is the pole position, and he already runs away with the first position coming out of turn number 1 as his teammate, the Brazilian-Canadian Eric Burns, is trying to go for second place against Clifford Martin. There's contact in the back as Ronald Pellerin gets sent around by Michael Nelson, and now Nelson creates a gaggle of cars coming to turn number 3, and Michael Nelson will lose a lot of positions as well as Ronald Pellerin will be now in last place. We have another incident as Clifford Martin and the number 61 of Charles Cook get together on lap number 2, and then we're going to have other incidents going on through the race as Gary Campbell continues to lead the field. He has a pretty big gap at this point and a very comfortable lead as you're seeing. Jack Ashcroft gets together with Fred McGuire, gets sent around in front of the field. Hank Farmer does not have space to avoid, ends up getting hit by Jack Jackson, and then Ron Pellerin hits the number 05, big crash on lap number 7 of 100. This is the first caution of the race. Gary Campbell leads the field to the green on lap number 13. Stephen Garrett is in second place. Charles Cook in third. Eric Burns in fourth. And then fifth place, I'm pretty sure that's Garth Patterson, the inaugural series champion, as Gary Campbell continues to lead as Stephen Garrett trying to make a move as they open the 14th lap of 100 here in Connecticut. And here comes Gary Campbell continuing to lead. Stephen Garrett trying to make the move, cannot get it done. He tries to have that space opened up, but he can't quite get it done as Fred McGuire gets sent around once again and gets hit once again by Jack Ashcroft's second caution of the race. Restart on lap 22. Once again, Gary Campbell leads the field to the green with quite an ease as Charles Cook, Stephen Garrett, and Garth Patterson are dueling for the second position, trying to have space to go by Gary Campbell, but Campbell has been hanging on to the number 50 car. And as you can see, Campbell continues to lead as Garth Patterson and Charles Cook go into a battle for the third position, and Garth Patterson is going to take the third position and now sets his sights on the number 5 of Stephen Garrett as they battle for the second position. Garth Patterson would come out with the second position in the race, and he now chases the number 50 of Gary Campbell, but I don't think he will be able to get to him without a caution because the difference has just been so big, and Gary Campbell has been just increasing it. By the time we reach lap number 35 of 100, we are past 1/3 of the race done. And as you can see, the number 16 of Fred McGuire and Tom Ashcroft get together for the third time in the race. And McGuire is going to lose a few positions, and he now gets lapped by the number 50. And here comes the 14 as well. And there you're going to see the 50 of Gary Campbell as everyone slows down to a crawl as the track is blocked after contact between the 55 and the 2 of Norman Tucker. Dan DiMaglio, 2 wheels in the air. Big contact, multiple cars involved, the 31, the 9, and then you're gonna see the number 2 of Norman Tucker ends up hitting the 55, gets sent sends the 81 of Danny DiMaglio 2 wheels in the air, and that's a big contact. And as you see, Fred Maguire done for the day, and Jeff Fry in the 88 also done for the day. And the 98 of Michael Nelson comes into the pits with him. There's a lot of damage in the green skull car, as the number 50 of Gary Campbell, he leads the field to the green once again. And this has been a very easy race for him as we reach the halfway point. Restart on lap number 49 of 100. Big contact, big trouble right there. Ron Francis makes contact with the number 5, and they get together into the turn 2 wall. They almost create a big track block, and here comes Norman Tucker trying to recover some positions. As here comes Philip Carter. There's problems for Clifford Martin and Norman Tucker. There's contact between the Kingston cars. Jack Ashcroft, Tom Ashcroft, and the rest of the field. Big crash. The 19 is also out there. Tom Ashcroft also out there. Jack Ashcroft also out there. Both the Kingston cars involved. Once again, lead is with Gary Campbell. He leads the field to the green, and he opens quite a big gap over Philip Carter once again. Carter trying to catch up in his Renard, and Gary Campbell just holding on in his SAR. And here we come as Darrell Light has problems once again. There's contact between John Lanigan and Mickey Richards. He gets hit by Jack Ashcroft and he flips over. Big contact. Darrell Light goes upside down. He tumbles side over side, end over end. Big crash for Darrell Light as he gets hit by Jack Ashcroft, flips over once, and gets sent around once again by Tom Ashcroft. A big crash early on. Let's see in the slow motion angle as he hits the number 3 of Mickey Richards, then gets hit by the 99, gets hit by the 77, and gets sent around. Big contact, the first driver to flip in the 1991 season of the American Professional Racing Series, and we are only in the second race. Gary Campbell leads the field to the green for, let's say, the 5th time at this point. Lap 64 of 100. Big lead from him over Philip Carter. Carter trying to catch up but can't quite get it done. As Norman Tucker and Glenn Henley lap cars hang on to where they are on the track positioning, holding Steve Garrett in 3rd place. Ron Francis trying to advance. He makes contact with Garrett Patterson. Clifford Martin, he goes airborne, gets hit by Eric Burns. Big crash, once again gets hit by Tom Ashcroft. Another large contact on lap number 64. He gets hit by the 33 of Clifford Martin, hits the opening gate, and then goes airborne with the rear of the car, and then the side of the car ends up hitting the hood of the 23 of Eric Burns. A large contact. Both drivers would climb out, but that was quite a scary incident here in Thompson once again as he gets hit then by the 99 of John Ashcroft. A big contact for Ron Francis and Eric Burns. In the meantime, Burns' teammate Gary Campbell leads the field to the green for another restart as Norman Tucker and Glenn Henley hang on the lap now, trying to recover their lap, but they can't quite get it done. Flip Carter trying to catch up. Garth Patterson trying to go on forward. As Gary Campbell goes by, leads the field and has a very strong run in the number 50 car. This could be his 2nd straight win as Michael Nelson and John Lanigan get together. That's another caution on lap number 71. The tamest of the cautions so far, as most of those wrecks have been multi-car accidents. As Gary Campbell once again leads the field with only 22 laps to go. Lap 79 of the 100 we have scheduled for this afternoon. And Gary Campbell just leads the way, has no worries in the world, and he just runs away with the lead as Philip Carter, Garth Patterson, Steve Garrett try to catch up but can't quite get it through. And there you see Campbell opening the final few laps. Big gap over him and Garth Patterson. He leads the way in just a normal rhythm as he comes to lap the number 9 of Jack Ashcroft, rounding out the final corner to win here in Thompson. Wire to wire, end to end, start to finish, green to checkers. He leads all laps as he takes the 2nd straight win of the year. Garth Patterson finishes in second. Philip Carter settles for third. Steven Garrett fourth. Clifford Martin, after being involved in a few scuffles through the field, ends up in fifth place. In the meantime, the championship standings as they stand so far see Garrett Patterson 389 points. He is far behind Campbell. Campbell already opens a quite a big gap over Philip Carter, Garrett Patterson, Steven Garrett, and Michael Nelson. The next time we meet will be for ATN Sports in the Seekonk Speedway in Seekonk, Massachusetts, the fourth round of the championship. The next race for the American Professional Racing Series in 1991 will be at Stafford Springs. I will see you at Seekonk in a month.